Yo, what's going on guys, it's Tom and welcome back to a brand new video, and this is episode number 5 of my Nebula Racing League highlights, and we are here for round 5 of the season at Monaco, the infamous Monaco Grand Prix, and one of the hardest tracks on the calendar, definitely the most challenging in my opinion. And I've put my car on pole position for the second time this season. Obviously the last time I got pole was in the first race at Australia, so it's taken me 4 races since then to get another pole, but I finally got one here at Monaco, and a pretty decent qualifying actually. I was really happy with my lap, managed to get pole position by I think about 2.5 tenths, so a pretty decent qualifying lap for myself, and managed to beat Craig Baxter, the guy in second, defending champion, to pole position. So a pretty decent qualifying lap from me, and that's going to put me on pole position for the Monaco Grand Prix. Now hopefully you guys are looking forward to this one. This is obviously Monaco, so don't expect any sort of fireworks unless the rain comes down. So here we go, we're gearing up onto the grid now. Last couple of cars at the back, and it's myself on pole with Craig Baxter in second, Philip Krause in third with Scott Davidson in fourth, and then Max Shepard in fifth. So a very tasty top 5 here as we gear up to the 5 red lights now for the Monaco Grand Prix, as Philip gets a jump start there. The 5 red lights are on and they are out right now as the Monaco Grand Prix gets underway, and we are off the line, making our way into Saint-Devote, turn number 1 here, and I get a pretty decent start actually off the line and get myself through turn 1 nice and cleanly here, and keeping out of any sort of incidents. And straight off the bat, I can tell you at this point, I cranked up the engine to the max, and I wanted to really just stretch out a gap to Craig and really leave a statement of intent to show that I'm wanting to win this race, because I'm still yet to win a race this season in Nebula. So I'm really like determined to just win a race and literally get me off the mark for this season. So last season I only had 1 win at Brazil, and that was the penultimate race of the season. So as you can see right now, we're moving later on lap 3, and this is just basically a case to show the visual gap to Craig, and I've got about 2.5 seconds or so on him. And later on lap 3, as you can see, Craig clouts the barrier here and he loses his front wing, and also Scott Davidson behind follows him into the wall. So a freak accident there with both cars doing the same mistake at the swimming pool, and Sam Carpenter, who started from the back of the grid in last place I believe, has actually got himself up in the second place on the end of lap 3 already. So Sam has had an absolutely incredible start to this race, and he's in second place, and I can tell you he's on the soft tyre, so he's going to be going long in this first stint, and I'm on the ultras, so I'm pitting right now, as you can see, at the end of lap 7 onto the start of lap 8. So Sam Carpenter is going to inherit the race lead here, and I can tell you straight off the bat, the strategy I'm running this race is a 3-stop. So I'm running the ultra soft, the super soft, the super soft, and then the ultra soft. This is the first race I think of the season where we've got new tyre rules in place, so we can basically use any tyre we want essentially. So as long as we use one of the 2 hardest compounds. Now we're going to rejoin here, as you see on track, on lap 8, and I think we're in P3 just behind Aidan Poulsen in the other Mercedes, and Sam obviously out front on his way on the soft tyres. And this is actually working out beautifully for Sam, because I got stuck behind Aidan for about a solid lap here, and skipping later on onto the midway through lap number 9, and I'm finally on the back of Aidan here, and I finally got a chance to get past him, as I think he's already worn ultras or super softs, and I'm just going to go up the inside of Mirabeau here, get the brakes nice and late, and run out nice and wide to squeeze Aidan out, make sure he doesn't make the move on me into Lowe's hairpin, and that is the move done, and we're back in the second place, and now we can start to push on and really set some clean lap times. As meanwhile at the end of lap 10, Sam's had enough of those soft tyres and he's coming into the pit box, and I can tell you he's going to be my rival for this race because of that start he's had, and he's got himself up in the 3rd place after literally 3 laps. Sam is basically in a position where he can actually undercut me and do 1 less pit stop and try and win this race. So Sam's on the slower tyres, but he's doing 1 less pit stop, and he's basically going for track position around Monaco, which is crucial. So I've got to try and fight this and make sure that Sam does not pull it off on me. So meanwhile, I can tell you that Sam is now on a set of super soft tyres, and he has gone 1 set softer and faster in terms of the tyre compound. So he's on the super soft now, as am I. So we're both on the same tyre, but mine are a couple of laps older. And moving later on to the end of lap 20, halfway through the race now, on to the start of lap 21. I'm coming for my second stop of the race onto another set of super soft tyres, and meanwhile Sam Carpenter once again is going to inherit the race lead. So it's pretty much going back and forth here, and it's a question of when will we both meet in terms of the on-track battle, and can I stop Sam's strategy? Because right now, in terms of how things stand, I think Sam's got the better strategy, because he's probably going to have track position, so I need to catch Sam up on track, which is crucial. So as you can see, I get overtaken by my teammate there for P3 I believe. I want to say P3, but luckily enough me and him were speaking at the time, and Nick basically decided to let me through, so fair play to Nick there. He just gave me the free track to myself on the fresh tyres so I could push after Sam. And meanwhile on lap 23, Sam has a huge moment at Massenet there, clouting the barrier twice on his worn super soft. So he's really starting to struggle for some tyre life now, and moving on a couple laps later, 5 laps later to be precise, and I'm on the back of Sam now at the Lotus hairpin on lap 28 with pretty much 12 laps to go. As you can see, I get a beautiful little switch back on Sam here, and I'm just going to dive it up the inside of Portier, where Senna infamously crashed from the lead of the race, and I'm going to go up the inside and overtake Sam on track, which is quite difficult to do at Monaco. And this is where you could say the race is a crucial decision, because if you look behind me, Sam there is pitting in, so he's going for the undercut. In paper, in hindsight, I wish I'd picked with Sam there, but Sam's going to pit and he's going to go into a set of soft tyres, and he's going to go to the end of the race. I'm staying out for a few more laps because I want to try and strap on a set of ultra softs at the end after the fastest tyres. Now the question is, will Sam be fast enough on these fresh softs to undercut me, even though I am on super softs? So this is going to be a very tasty little battle here, and in terms of the strategy, it's going to really open it up. So let's wait and see what happens as Sam rejoins comfortably in P2, and he's got clean air to go and push after me, and I'm in the lead. So pretty much this race, no, it takes pretty much a strategy battle here. And 2 laps later, at the end of lap 31, onto the start of lap 32, I'm coming in for my pit stop here, and I'm going on to a set of ultra softs, like I said. So I'm sticking to my original strategy. I'm not switching things up. I'm sticking to my guns and what I believe in and what I think is the best strategy. So now it's going to be a question of where is Sam Carpenter on track. Now as you can see, we are literally coming out of the pit lane now, and there's pretty much 9 laps to go in this race, and we're just waiting for Sam now. And where is he? Let's have a look. There he is. There's Sam right there. So Sam has actually made the undercut work on me, but crucially, I'm on a much faster tyre. He's on the softs, I'm on the ultra soft, so Sam's got a lot of defending to do in these last 3 laps of the Grand Prix, and also his tyres are a little bit more worn than mine. So I'm in a good place right now. The only problem is, this is Monaco, and I've got to try and overtake Sam here for the race seed. And also, just a side note, Sam, what an absolutely incredible race so far though, starting from last on the grid to get himself at the moment in P1. Absolutely fantastic stuff from him, and he's yet to win a race this season, I believe, so it'd be good to get himself off the mark. But meanwhile, as you can see, I'm making loads of mistakes here all over the back of Sam, trying to get past him, but the dirty air, and then just literally, just because of the nature of Monaco, I just can't get past. And on lap 39, I decided to go for the lunge up the inside of Lowe's hairpin, but Sam actually has me covered, and I can't get past, and I actually clout the inside of the Lowe's hairpin barrier there. So I'm literally trying to find a way through here, but Sam is literally closing off every single opportunity of me getting past, and there's only 1.5 laps left to go here at the Monaco Grand Prix as we now make our way through the tunnel for the penultimate time into the Nouvelle chicane braking point here. And I'm going to get a much nicer run through the chicane here, and I'm going to get right on the back of Sam here. Can I go up the inside? I'm going to try and have a look up the inside to back here, but there's still no way through, and Sam is holding on like an absolute champion right now, and I literally cannot get past. And skipping later on onto the last lap of the race, as you see, I'm literally sitting and licking Sam's red light, but I could not get past him as we go through Rascas now into Anthony Nose, the final corner for the final time this race. We're going to come through the final corner, and I can't get Sam on the line because I smacked the wall, and I actually lose my front left tyre. So a very interesting end to the race there, and as I actually clapped the barrier. So a very unfortunate end to the race, but lucky enough, I'm very happy that I didn't cut my engine and I managed to cross the line there for P2. But overall, a disappointing race considering Sam started last and I started first place. And looking at the final race results, it's looking like my first win of the season. It's going to have to wait a little bit longer as Sam took the race, with Craig Baxter rounding off the podium positions, with Philip Kraus in 4th, Aidan Poulsen in 5th place, with Max Shepard in 6th, and Arrow getting a very good 7th place for him, his first points of the season there, and the rest of the cars not failing to finish. Now looking at the Drivers' Championship in the bottom left, as you can see, we're pretty much in a solid 5th place. We're starting to get a season back on track with a couple of podiums now on the bounce. We are 6 points behind Philip Kraus, but crucially, we are still a whopping 47 points behind Craig Baxter. But you know, it's a long season and there's still plenty of races left to go. And looking finally at the constructors, you can just briefly see that Red Bull are in 5th place. So me and Nick, we need to get our act together and try and get a few more points for the team and try and get ourselves at least into the top 4. But nevertheless, guys, hopefully you have enjoyed my freewheeled finish across the line. And yeah, guys, if you have enjoyed the video, please do leave a like on the video, smash that like button. Let's try and see if we can hit 80 likes. And if you're new around here, please be sure to subscribe to my channel. And if you're new around here, please be sure to follow me on Twitter as well at Tom7HD. I do recommend you go follow me on there. And yeah, guys, that's about it for this video, and I'll see you in my next one very soon. Goodbye.